Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and the biggest mystery of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is what the f is Quantumania? Other than a thematic reference to the quantum realm and that joke in the 2018 film about everyone putting the word quantum in front of everything, it looks like the deeper meaning of the term Quantumania is being left a mystery for now. Similar to how the title of Thor: Love and Thunder was a mystery revealed only in the final line of that movie. Thor loved to fit another Hemsworth on the payroll. I believe the secret meaning of Quantumania is also being kept under wraps as a title with some surface level marketability to give us an idea of the movie, but possessing a deeper connection to the characters and the narrative so that when it's spoken aloud, everyone in the audience will go, oh yeah, that's the name of the movie. One interpretation is that Quantumania is just the name of the quantum realm civilization where Kang has constructed his militarized city. Based on the bubble design of the city's exterior and the background of the quantum realm in the 2018 film, it seems like the studio wants the city to at least somewhat be based on Chronopolis, Kang's city in the comics. Chronopolis in the comics is not located in the comics equivalent of the quantum realm, that's the microverse. Chronopolis is in a time-independent space called Limbo. But in these movies, Marvel is using the quantum realm as both a subatomic realm and a realm with these time vortexes. And if the city is named Quantumania, you would think this trailer would include someone saying, "Welcome to Quantumania!" or one of those misguided screwheads shouting, "Quantumania forever!" before one of his friends grabs him and it's like, dude, no, don't. I think the answer to what Quantumania really refers to is actually hidden in this shot. It's perhaps the most bizarre 2 seconds of the trailer. Scott Lang is running in this red dome beside a larger Ant-Man who unravels, but not his helmet, while dozens or hundreds of more Ant-Man run around too. You can actually see far more of this shot in the IMAX trailer. There are indeed countless other Scotts in this area. And most insanely, as the other one unravels, the Scott closest to us begins to split into 2. So it may be that all of these Ant-Man in the shot were actually spawned from one original Scott, and he's kind of the Scott Prime. Now, could this all be an illusion by Kang to torture Scott? It does remind us a lot of that illusion montage Mysterio put Peter Parker through in Spider-Man Far From Home, which did involve Peter being attacked by several doppelgangers of himself, but I don't think these in Quantumania are illusions, because Kang isn't really the type of villain to psychologically torture people with smoke and mirrors, at least not after he's already revealed himself. I think what we are looking at is a physical example of quantum entanglement, the phenomenon discussed in the 2018 film that telepathically connected Scott with Janet. It was described by Bill Foster in his lecture.
In a stable phase relationship, if the system is interfered with, that stability becomes chaos. Isolated completely, a quantum system would revert back to separate states of matter. In other words, the object in question would be both in and out of phase with multiple parallel realities.
And then afterwards, in his office, Foster explained how quantum entanglement worked with Scott, which is indirectly how we got the title for this movie.
It's incredible. You're linked to Janet. It's quantum entanglement between the quantum states of Posner molecules in your brains.
Do you guys just put the word quantum in front of everything?
Does this moment with Scott and the Red Dome not look like what Bill Foster described? An object both in and out of phase with multiple parallel realities? We are seeing the multiverse on a subatomic scale. As a realm, as opposed to a universe, the quantum realm shares a border with every universe in the multiverse. And I think this red area is kind of Schrodinger's forge from which endless variant universes spawn. Now, Scott's quantum entanglement led to his consciousness being linked with Janet's. She used him as a kind of conduit to speak to Hank and with Hope. And later you'll remember Hank Pym's mind briefly linked with Janet's when he found her in the quantum realm. All the trippy visuals he saw inside that house, that was quantum entanglement. And here in this movie, Scott Lang's quantum entanglement will tangle him up with his variants. That could be why this movie chooses that unraveling aesthetic. Like 2 loosely coiled phone charger cables in your carry-on bag, the more unraveled things get, the easier it is for things to get entangled with each other. Hey, can we talk fan to fan just for a second? Marvel is fantastic and all, but sometimes when I'm on the go, I don't want to be blaring the latest MCU release from my phone on the subway. I just want a curated collection of my favorite Marvel heroes. Well, collectors assemble! With Marvel Collect by Topps, you can build the ultimate Marvel collection. Get cards with the Avengers, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more. You get free cards and coins just by logging in daily. Or spin that wheel and get free cards or coins every time to complete sets and missions. Put your favorite collectibles in your profile and choose an avatar to show off what kind of Marvel fan you really are. To get started with Marvel Collect by Topps, just click the link in the description below to download it today. So how does that answer what Quantumania is? Well, I think Quantumania is the solution to the problem of quantum entanglement. It's a running joke now that Scott, as a bug-themed Avenger, gets compared a lot to Spider-Man. The cafe owner mixes him up.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
In Infinity War, Bruce Banner was even confused by the two of them.
There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man?
But I think there are lessons Ant-Man should learn from Spider-Man. No Way Home proved that Spider-Man is a uniquely multiversal being. Yes, every person has multiversal variants, but Peter Parker is linked to his variants through their collective spider sense. The spider sense is a supernatural arachnofrequency that originates from the web of life and destiny. It links all Peter Parkers, Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Miguel O'Hara, everybody. In No Way Home, these Peters were, in a way, entangled, getting mixed up with the same gestures when Ned called to them, initially tangling up in each other's webs outside the Statue of Liberty, and all getting a synchronized spider sense when the multiverse men first arrived at the Statue of Liberty. And if you think about it, Scott Lang benefits from a very similar multiversal hive mind through his quantum entanglement, just like the hive mind he shares with his ants. And this hive mind that Scott Lang shares with his variants in the quantum realm, I believe will be what this movie refers to as Quantumania. Quantumania is Scott Lang's hive mind with his other variants, what Peter Parker calls spider sense, and the way that spider sense links him with his variants. This is why Kang the Conqueror is being introduced in an Ant-Man movie. Not because Kang needs Scott to steal something that was taken from him and Scott is the MCU's expert thief, but really because Kang's biggest weakness is his inability to cooperate. He remains explained that soon after all Kang variants met each other, one began to exploit the others, or the others began to suspect that someone else would exploit them, and the mutual trust collapsed, and they began to try to conquer each other. Kang does not get along with his variants. The Kang variants hate each other. They mentally block each other out. If you've seen a lot of my Marvel theories, you know that my broader theory is that everyone in the MCU is either a dancer or a non-dancer. The Drax theory. Dancers know how to work with their variants across the multiverse, non-dancers work alone. And that will be the key to defeating this Kang and any other Kang variant the Avengers come across through Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Trust your hive. Use your web, or use your ant colony to outnumber and overwhelm your opponent. Quantumania! I mean, Kang already signaled a blind spot by asking Scott, haven't I killed you before? This proves that there are so many Ant-Man, he'll never be able to kill them all. And if you need further proof that Quantumania is inextricably linked with Ant-Man's identity, you literally cannot spell the word Quantumania without Ant-Man. It's literally Ant-Man with a U in the middle, right there in front of us the whole time. What do you think Quantumania means? Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at EA Voss. Follow New Rockstars and subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.